Check, 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 check. Check, 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 test, test, test. All right, I don't see anybody here at the moment, but that's fine because I was having a few problems with my microphone. I had the microphone feeding directly back into my ears and wonder why I was deafening myself. So it was self-inflicted. Too many buttons, and we all know what happens when you start pushing buttons. So I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. And if anybody has a chance to let me know how the audio on the microphone sounds, it should be okay. As I said, I have been messing about with OBS. I'm currently using the OBS version 27 release candidate 2, which is basically still a beta version, but I think it's working. I certainly think it's working. I've been playing about with it a lot, and as I said, I think everything's all working now. So let's give it a go. And I do apologise to people that were on here a few minutes ago, and I couldn't see the point of everybody sitting here just because of the fact I wasn't sure what the problem was, and I don't like wasting people's time. So without further ado, as they say, let's get going. So, one thing I need to do is increase the size of the game, to be honest. So let's do that now. You won't notice it on the screen. That's certainly home. Oh yeah, you can. So let's do that now. Actually, full screen borderless. So I'm hoping that it looks okay on the stream, actually. That decidedly looks strange. Let's do a quick refresh here. Having quite a few problems here, actually, so you'll just have to bear with me at the moment, I think. But I'm looking at the strange... No, I'm not. I'm looking at a screen that looks rather strange. There we go. I think I got it sorted. So, see somebody's come back. Whoever that is, you're welcome. I do apologise earlier for the hiccups, but I think I've got it sorted now. So, I was just looking at the bus itself, actually, and it looked a little bit strange. I was trying to monitor it. So, you're very welcome to follow along. Yet again, I'm in the bus. I made quite a lot of changes to it. I've actually used one of my Stream Decks as a button box. So things such as the doors, the lights, the gears, the engine start and stop, I've actually even figured out how to start the engine now. So without further ado, let's get into this and have a wee look. So as I said, you're all very welcome to come along and just watch me play the game. So, where are we? Let's check the graphics actually. They haven't fixed it yet, so whenever I reload the game, I have to get rid of the lens flare. Yep, everything else looks the same, so let's accept that and then let's get back into the game. If you just bear with me a moment, let's take a couple of minutes. Just want to make sure everything's all set the way it was before, so I think we're good there as well. Okay. So as you can see up here, it's still not able to put a username or rank in there with XP points. Not quite sure if XP points are what people want, but some people like it, some people don't. Personally, I just like to get the bus from one end of the route to the other and without too much damage. So here we go, free play. Yep, I'm going to stick to my trusty 12-meter 3-door. Let me just show you what I've changed here actually. So if you have a look here, the automated engine I've turned off, the gear switch I've turned off, so I have to do that manually myself. The lights I do myself now, the wipers and the doors. These are 3 things: the air conditioning, the clearance. Start directly from bus stop. I've got that on, but it doesn't seem to have actually made any difference, but that's not a problem. But that's how we got it set up. Again, slightly different to what we had before. So whether I'm going to leave on dynamic, for those of you that know Colonel Fork, he suggested that the other day, and it was actually rather pleasing because we started off in the rain. A few minutes later, we ended up, it was like wet pavement, but the rain had stopped and then we hit rain again. And all of this in a route that should take like 30 to 40 minutes. So the dynamic weather I'm going to leave and see how that goes. So let's get the tour going anyway. Yeah, so let's go from the airport, and I am always unable to finish this just because the map itself is broken, but again, it's not a problem. So I'm just thinking of maybe a September, there we go, Friday, September the 17th. Let's do an afternoon run and see what happens. You know, people are finishing work for the day and they just want to get home. So let's do a little route here. And bear with me, I'm clicking away through the time. I don't think there's a way. No, there's no way to actually enter the time directly at the moment, but that's okay. Yeah, 4, yeah, on a Friday. Getting on the bus at 4:15. That seems about right to me, don't you? And I'm really hoping that everything works, because I've made a lot of changes, and I'll talk about the changes I've made as we go along. So let's get started. And if I can't find any of the commands, it's my own fault because I made too many changes at one time. Alright, so let's hop on the bus. And you'll see the first change already, hopefully if you've been here before. The doors are locked. And so now I actually have to open the doors myself. And it is a simulator, and this is all part of the simulation experience, to be honest. So let's do that now. And I'm hoping that the game audio is coming through because I'm not hearing it in my headphones. Let me just check that. There we go. So let's get started. So, first thing we're going to do is start the engine, and hopefully it will start this time. Excellent. Okay. Yeah, listen, I've got a button that does that now. I didn't actually realise what you have to do is push the button in to turn the electrics on, a bit like an ignition switch in a car, and then what you do is let the button go, then hold it in for a second or so, and then that starts the engine. So controls seem to be working, so let's get the trip computer working. Let's get these people on the bus. So there's the trip number there, tour number 17200. I'll send it in. I'll stay here for now and see who comes on the bus. Excellent, nobody wanted a ticket. And like I said, if any in the chat there can let me know if you can hear the game audio, because I can't actually hear it myself. And there does seem to be a bit of a delay here between the stream and what I'm looking at on Twitch, but not to worry. Again, I've been messing about and probably my own fault. So, shut the doors. And here's another thing. Watch this. I'm rather pleased with this. Which button is it? Here we go, all doors. You see the bus lifting up? Yeah, I'm rather pleased with that. Another thing I've got, let's have a look, is it this one? This one. Yeah, I've actually got a button now that does forward gear, back to neutral, reverse gear. Yeah, it's all about the buttons. There we go. So I think we're actually ready to go. Yep, let's get started. Oh, handbrake. I told you I'd made a lot of changes. I forgot to take the handbrake off. It's actually a lot better doing things manually. You know what I mean? It's like any simulator. You don't want to sit there and let the game itself do everything for you. And I need to keep my speed down. I'm doing 20. And I always get cut off here. You can tell people are going home for the evening. Oh, get cut up. That was close. And I've had my fair share of accidents in this. Trust me. It's a lot better now I'm using the Thrustmaster steering wheel, and I'm going to let this lot out because I can't afford any more damages. I've lost so many bumpers out here. Out you come, guys. Well, I seem to see there's a few there, so thank you very much for joining along. We're here in September at just after 4 o'clock on a Friday, and just taking everybody home. And I hope everybody's having a great day today as well. And I'm speeding. You hear me say that a lot, and I say oops a lot as well, because I'd normally run into a lot of things too. I run into a lot of things, but it's more of a not able to judge the size very well. I mean, looking at the wing mirrors is fine. In fact, let me change lanes here. Looking at the wing mirrors is fine, but again, you don't really get the scale of size or the motion, and anything you do disrupts your view ahead. And I find it quite difficult. I mean, at the moment I've made the field of view quite a wee bit smaller, so I can see out the left wing mirror, but the right one, yeah. Alright, so let's get through here. And I've seen a few people compare this to Fernbus, and the Fernbus, oh, understeer, does understeer a bit. That's another change I'm going to make, but with all the changes that I've made, I want to leave it alone for the time being. But yeah, just hopefully a leisurely drive back from the airport. And I'll bring up the map in a wee bit, and I'll show you that if you haven't seen it before. But to my point there about Fernbus, Fernbus is done by the same developer, TML Studios. I think it came out in 2017, and if anybody's got that and you have a look at it, you'll see huge similarities. I mean, it's almost an identical game, you know. But obviously this is based on it. But Fernbus itself is a intercity bus simulation, so you're going between the cities. This is an intra-city, this is internally within Berlin at the moment, but it's generally, this is going to be bus routes only, I think. I'm not sure if they're going to go city to city as such. But yeah, this is so much easier to steer, and even though the steering wheel looks a little bit twitchy, it's the way that I've got it set up, but it's easy to steer, trust me. It looks probably worse than it is, but I'm not twitching the steering wheel back and forward, like, you know, it's not too bad at all. But I've got, checked the other day, and I've got 70, well, I'll probably have 75 hours in this. Ooh, stay there, mate. I'll probably have 75 hours in this, and it came out on the 25th of March, which, you know, a couple of weeks and I've got 75 hours. That's you know, it's 2 weeks worth of driving. That's a lot of accidents, sadly. I wish I could hear the game. Like I said, oh, we've got a few more people, so if anybody in the chat could let me know if you can hear the game audio, that would be great, because at the moment I can't. The reason I restarted the stream is because my own microphone audio was playing up, and that was my fault. So if anybody could do that, that would be wonderful. If not, that's fine as well. Lurking is good. Cat Boiler, volumes are fine, dude. Hey, good to see you, my friend. I don't think we've spoken before. Very nice to see you, mate. Very nice of you to come along and chat. So it's probably just in my headphones then that I don't have the bus audio. I might look at that in a wee minute, actually. So, to the changes I've made. First of all, I need to put the handbrake on. Second thing I need to do is take it out of gear, which, here's my buttons. Take it out of gear, and now I need to open the doors. This is the only problem. See that? I love it. They're all out there waiting. I tell you, seriously, adding the button control, but I need a button panel. At the moment, like I'm saying, oh, no one can get out of the bus either. But yeah, I need a button box, because at the moment I'm using Stream Deck. So let's open the door. Look at that, the bus door's down. Let's give these guys and girls the tickets. Nice one, mate. Yeah, you know what, I was never actually in Berlin myself, Cat Boiler. I spent many years in Germany, various places on it, but I wish I'd went. Seriously, I really wish I'd went to Berlin. It's alright, $3 AB, here we go. Single ticket. And as I said, it's very kind of you to join, my friend. Nice to see you. Right, watch this. Watch this. I tell you what, I get too excited, don't I? Watch the bus lift as I shut the doors. Look at that. And you've even got the mirror that shows up. Or the camera, rather. How cool is that? Right. Yeah, as I said, easily excited. So, handbrake off. You know what, I wonder if bus drivers even let the take it out of gear, or just stick it, because it's a semi-automatic gearbox. I'm going to try and get round here. Semi-automatic gearbox, you know what? Whoa, they're going to come out. Oh, nice one, mate. So, Cat Boiler, bear with me there now, mate. This is a tricky junction, and I don't have... I don't have... Oh, nearly. I don't have the awareness of where the bus is when I come around that corner, but yes, it looks like you got it. Haven't actually played it yet. Yeah, you know what? I love all simulators. You know, flight simming, truck simming, Euro Truck Simulator, and I got the bus simulators and all the rest of it. And it's, I don't know, this one's actually just captured my attention a lot. It's very, very strange. It's I just started in it, and yes, it kept crashing. As I said, this is a very early beta phrase, and you know that, Cat Boiler. It's a very early beta version, but I tell you what, I think they've done an outstanding job. Yes, there's problems with the graphics, very glary, but I'm looking forward to when they actually move this over to the next Unreal Engine. And you know, Fernbus, it's like saying I need to go into that just to get some experience doing some of the longer drives. I was in it the other day and I noticed a lot of the controls are almost identical. And that's good, you know, familiarity is good. Excellent, my friend. Wow. So, Cat Boiler's saying he's developing a Sim ATM part of the code team. Wow. Hey, well, you know what, my friend? I'm privileged to have you here then. Excellent. You know, I'm a network engineer myself. I like coding for the fun of it. I did like assembly language. I mean, talking 6502 assembly. I've never really been a good programmer. I understand the concepts about it, but I'm not very good at it. Learning languages like Python and stuff, and C++, C#, things like that, not very good at it. But you know what, as I said, I'm a network engineer, so... Oh, pick a lane and stick with it. There we go. You know what, guys? Bear with me now. I'm going to actually see if I can figure out why I cannot hear the game audio. I do apologise. But meanwhile, here's the map. And I will be back in a moment. So why can't I hear this? And yes, I know I've still got the microphone on. So... Alrighty. Let's have a look here. What have we got? I have a feeling it was something I did. I know it was something I did. Well, that's not it. Yeah, I'm not going to waste too much time on this, guys and girls. It's like I said, I just want to... If I can figure it out, I'll do it now. But other than that, I don't want to hold up the stream, you know. You don't want to see people fiddling while they're trying to stream. You know what I mean? I should have got this sorted out before, but I actually thought it was okay. So again, that was my own failing. So let's try... No. And still nothing. You know what, guys? For now, I think we can leave it alone, actually. Let's leave it alone. But yeah, so here's the map. Like I was saying, we start off here on the left and at the airport, and we head all the way down to Alexanderplatz, which is a very enjoyable route, actually. So let's get going. And I wish I could hear the audio, but not to worry. In fact, one more thing, let's... Nah, I was hoping that somewhere along the way I'd actually turned the game audio down, but no, can't see that. Not to worry. Oh, surprise, surprise, I can hear the game audio. Excellent. So what language do you program in, Cat Boiler? Is it like proprietary to the sim itself, is it? Or are you actually programming outside of it? And I'm in the wrong lane again. Oh, okay. Unity I've never come across. C#, yep. You know, when you start getting into the C languages, there's a lot of similarities with it, but I like Python. Again, I'm fairly ignorant when it comes to language, but Python I like. It's, I don't know, one of the newer ones. I wish I'd actually started learning C back in the day, to be honest, but... I had to go to Visual Basic, and I'll be honest, Visual Basic is probably one of the most disliked languages I've ever come across. And it's not just me. Every time you read something about Visual Basic, there's a lot of complaints about it. Alrighty. Here we go. So, alright, open the doors. And I'm trying to keep my movements around, swinging around too much. That's why I don't have track IR on at the moment. Single ticket AB, single ticket AB. Excellent, there you go. Perfect. Shut the doors. Yeah, you know what? I tried VR with... Let me get out of here, hang on. Oh, in fact, let's stay here. Yeah, bustling. Okay. Yeah, I tried VR with Euro Truck Simulator, and within like 10 seconds I was getting motion sick. I'm fine with flight sims, but for some reason, just everything is too close, and literally within 10 seconds it was just making me... It's just making me motion sick. Unity is the game engine like Unreal Engine. Okay, yep. Let these guys come out. So you must be fairly familiar with all the coding that's going on if you're one of the developers for the ATM machine then, Catboiler, yeah? Or do you just focus on one specific area of the simulator? Alright, understood. Cool. Well, as I said earlier, mate, it's very... One of the senior coders. Yeah, sorry, I'm not sure. Did I say something wrong there, mate? I'm not quite sure, but... Either way, a lot of respect, mate. Very cool. That's the thing about talking when you're on a stream. You talk, and people answer, and you go, what did I just say? You know? It's a part of Two-Tone Murphy's group, and he's actually rather amusing. He'll say something, and someone will reply, and you just look at his forehead, and you go, you don't know what they're replying to, do you? It's yeah, it's funny. Nice one, mate. Nice one. So you're actually part of TML? You're also a streamer? Yeah, nice. You know, I only started streaming when I got the bus, which is very strange because I thought about it for a while, and I've become addicted to watching streamers ever since August last year, because initially I thought I didn't get it. You know, I didn't understand what streaming... See, I love it. I love that voice. Just being able to hear it, it really adds so much. But I didn't understand streaming. I thought, why do people stream? And then I started watching Two-Tone Murphy, and I started to get the community aspect of it. And then I started watching someone else, and now I'm actually streaming myself, and I understand what it's all about now. Because for me, I'll sit there, cup of tea, nip of scotch, a beer, whatever, and I really enjoy watching people stream now. And it's like saying, I understand what it's all about. The wife has her soaps. I have this now, so. But yeah, this game's really captured my... I don't know what the correct phrase is, but it's really captured me, to be honest. But yeah, I'm excited to... when the work that you do gets released, mate, I'll be excited to see it, mate. So I'm not going to do anything other than just open the doors here. Love it. And good luck with the project. Like I say, single ticket ABC. There we go. Awesome. I gotta watch the doors. I do. Love it. It's funny, I've never actually been on time yet. You can see why. It's end of the year. Oh, nice. You know what? I've been looking at that as well. I've been looking at some of the ship simulators. And you know, it's one of those things that, look at it superficially, I don't get it. But watching other people playing it, I'm thinking, okay, now I see what's going on, you know? But yeah, I find this very enjoyable, and the bugs that they have in this. You know what? I shouldn't really call it bugs because the bus is still being developed. You know, I'm not out to find fault with it because to me it's outstanding. You know, I could say this is broken, that's broken. Yeah, great, but it's still in development, and I think a lot of people forget that when they look at it. It's outstanding. I was just looking at the cars the other day, and one of my friends, he's a train simulator guy with like me, and he was going, oh, there's that car, there's this car, there's that, you know. So they've done an exceptional job on it, I think. So Cat Boiler says for early access it does look already very polished. It really does, mate. And you can tell that TML have learned a lot from the Fernbus. When you look at Fernbus now, it does look like an older version of this, but I really need to get into Fernbus as well, just for the longer journeys. Have a look at it. I've got OMSI as well. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that. You probably are. I think this will replace OMSI once we get the other developers developing routes for it and things. You know, I think it's going to take over with where OMSI is at the moment, and OMSI is a great simulator. Yeah, it really is. Well, I think it's a couple of guys developing it, I think. Yeah, you know, and you know, just to repeat what you said, never got on with it. Yeah, why was that, mate? Do you think it was because it was constantly crashing, or just the graphics, or... You know, it's funny, sometimes it's hard to say, isn't it? You know, things, you just think, nah, don't get on with it. Oh, let me show you something here. So, I think now you should be able to see the mouse. Yeah, excellent. So that's one thing I did do. And one thing, just to let you know about this, is the yellow is the bus stops. Orange is the route to your next bus stop. But if I go all the way up this road here, I get blocked and I have to turn round. So what I'm going to do is do a right turn here. I think it's this one. Yeah, I do a right turn here. This is actually the end. This is the end. Turmstrasse. One of these days I'll get my head around that. But there's the end there. But yeah, if I head up there, I end up having to turn all the way back and come down here anyway. So I do a right turn here and then just carry on, and then I'll be fine that way. So there's another little hiccup on the way back here, but I'll explain that later anyway. But either way, as I said, it's still very, very enjoyable. So, so Cat Boiler, that's where you stayed for your honeymoon, bottom left of map. All right, okay. You know, at the moment, none of this is opened up. But it's just this one route, and that'll be interesting, mate. That'll be interesting to see, you know, when you can actually see somewhere you stayed. Very cool. Yeah, I should remember when I see the church. That's why I stopped, actually. Alrighty, let's get around here. Yeah, initially, I was in Cat Boiler, when I was playing this, I've got like 9 videos out there at the moment. When I initially started playing this, I was using an Xbox controller, and it was fine. You know, it was my lack of coordination that caused all the accidents, really. But it was very, very good. Now, is this a red light? No, I think I'm good. I think I'm looking at the passenger lights there, so... Not the passenger, the pedestrian. Okay, and we're back on track. I'll just show you the map, mate, just for interest's sake. If you have a look at that now, see the orange line has actually just dropped down here, and it shows me I'm on the right road. So I've done it enough times. I think I must have done this about 20 or 30 times now, if not more. 75 hours on a half-hour route. Mind you, I do blab a lot. I think one of my streams was 4.5 hours, and I think I did the route 4 times. So. And I'm ignoring that, even though it shows orange, because again, that's the last bus stop on the way back. But yeah, OMSI. You know, OMSI's one of those games. You either. I like it. I've not actually played it. You know, like many simulator people, simulator fans, you buy simulators and sometimes you never get around to either playing the game itself or the DLC. With OMSI, I've got it. I mean, last night I bought London. I still haven't played it. I still have never even actually logged into OMSI. I got right away, troops. Oh. Whoa. You waiting there, mate? Excellent. Maybe it's too clinky or clanky nowadays for modern simmers, perhaps, you know. I was watching somebody streaming OMSI the other day and it crashed, and some of the delays of the graphics are like 1 or 2 seconds, and perhaps nowadays, you know, we need a bit of a faster game such as this one, or Fernbus. But I know OMSI has a cult following, you know, it's a huge following, and I'm definitely going to give it a go, and I might stream it one of these days as well. So as I said earlier, I'd like to welcome everyone to the chat. It's very nice to see you. And here we go, my buttons. That's my Twitch name, and if you'd like to hit the follow, that would be much appreciated. If not, then your company is more than enough here. So I only did that just to test my buttons out. I was creating some graphics at the past couple of days. Here's another one just because. Well, that didn't work. I just opened the door. So there we go. That's funny. The graphics showed up, but the door's opened. I think I need to work on my buttons.
Hauptbahnhof.
Absolutely. Oh, look at this. Here we go. The rain started. See, this is what I love about the dynamic weather. Get those wipers going. Look at the trees. I tell you, seriously, this looks very, very polished already, mate. That's a great word that you used, actually. Look at it. Wonderful. And ignore me now, guys. I'm just going to... I want to test another button, see if it works. There we go. Excellent. Okay. Yeah, so it looks like the only one I need to work on is the one for YouTube. That's a heavy downpour. I think once they get the Unreal Engine, and you probably know more about this than me, Cat Boiler, but once they get the next Unreal Engine, 4 point whatever it's 4.3, and work on the graphics a wee bit. Let me correct that, not the graphics, the lighting, or the sky and stuff. It's quite blown out, but I think they're onto a winner here. And this has been out to the public 25th of March it came out, so I'm looking forward to the future with it. Absolutely. But yeah, just looking at the way that the water comes off the puddles and stuff, I love it. Like I said, I'm like a big kid in a sweet shop with this at the moment. Ali, welcome back. Yeah, you know what, Ali? It was my own fault. Do you remember before when I told you I could hear the microphone in my headset? Well, I set up 2 monitors in OBS. I had the wrong monitor set up, so basically I was just blasting my eardrums with my own microphone. My own fault. My own fault. But thank you for coming back. You must know this route probably just as well as I do now. Yeah, it's minor. Minor problem. But I'm using, as I mentioned the other day, I'm using OBS 27, which is a beta release, and let me show you something, Ali. I'm not sure if you were here to see this, but See the way that that came on screen and off screen? That's not a scene, that's a source. So that's something that they've added to OBS 27. And you couldn't do that in previous releases, so nice. You had a long stream again today, didn't you? That was a lot of fun watching it, my friend. Mind you, not as long as some of the ones that you've had. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it kept crashing on me today, or OBS kept crashing. And what it was the fact that after the latest Windows update, the clock on my computer changed again. And as you and me both know, you know, programs don't like to see the wrong date or time zone in your computer, and it kept crashing on me. And I thought it was OBS, but then when I found out it was the clock, yeah, only 609 miles, yeah. Is the kernel streaming at the moment, Ali? And the light's green and I'm not moving. There's Aldi. I never saw that before. I saw Lidl, but that's the first time I think I've seen Aldi. Wow. I don't know how you guys and girls do it. You know what's interesting? I did a 4.5 hour stream the other day. And I didn't actually realise that I was too busy blabbing and talking and enjoying it, and the time went very, very quickly. Oh, please, no. Oh dear. I felt my front bumper coming off then. All right, okay. And you know what's funny, Alison? I said this before, is that when I was talking to I can't remember his name now. Luxter 911 is, as much as I try and not stream at the same time as you guys, it's almost impossible, you know. And it's so, if I want to stream, I just have to stream. To be honest, it's you know, it's like, as much as I love to watch everyone else, it's hard to find. There's not enough weeks in the there's not enough days in the week. Yeah, it really does. And, you know, even you commented the other day, Ali, that you get used to the fact you're the one doing the talking now. And yes, I know I repeat myself a wee bit. But, so watch this, Ali. See that? The doors used to open automatically. I have the power now. I have a button. Watch this. Look at that. Isn't that impressive? Yeah, you know, again, I try not to tread on people's toes with the streaming, but it's awkward, it's hard, you know. So, Andy Brown, don't you just hate car drivers cutting you up? Andy, good to see you, man. You know what? Every bus driver's a car driver. How's that for a non-philosophical, philosophical sounding comment? Means absolutely nothing, but yeah, those confounded car drivers, mate, they're all the same. Good to see you, man. How's the DLC for the trains, Andy Brown? I just bought some more yesterday, and I bought some DLC for, oh, what was it? Fernbus. Yeah, Fernbus as well. Oh, that's okay, Ali. And you know what? I realised I did not have the moderator window up. That's why I was a little bit slow trying to grab them. So yeah, you're very welcome. So is there a huge delay between you typing in and me responding, Ali? I mean, huge as in like 30 seconds, 40 seconds? Yeah, I'm taking up 2 lanes. I'm allowed, I'm a bus. You know what's funny, Andy, is that I've been spending a lot of time doing graphics. When I say graphics, let me show you what I mean. That sort of thing. I've been messing about with that, you know, and adding transparencies in. You'd be oh, my window wipers stopped. You'd be surprised how long it takes. So I've been trying to do little things like that, and then streaming it as well. So top banana. Oh, okay. So the other end of a bad computer is a potato, and the good one is a top banana. Then. But no, I plan to actually do some streams with the train simulator as well one of these days. But at the moment, I'm actually quite enjoying the bus. I was telling the chap a few minutes ago, excuse me, just breathing. I was telling the chap a few minutes ago that I got like 75 hours, and it only came out the 25th of March. Now this is funny, I've never noticed this before. This is a tram and bus lane. I never saw this before. And that's something else that they're going to be, oh, and cars, didn't know that. They are actually going to be adding AI. Look at this. See, this is something as well. It's see, I now have the power to open the doors, but I'm letting them get wet for a second. But look at this, Andy. The whole bus tilts down, and it's very, very good. No, I'm not. I don't subcontract. Now I tell you what, mate. That took me ages. I mean, pigging ages, because I'm not good at designing, but I know if it looks okay, if that makes sense. Single EV ticket. Single EVC, there we are. Yeah, you know, it took me way too long to do that, mate. Oh, Ali. Fish and chips? Perhaps? What about single AB? Haggis and chips? What am I doing? Incorrect. Oh, AB, okay. Alrighty, get those doors closed, I'm late. So where are we? 16:28. Oh, I'm actually 12 minutes late already. I could be here all day, Ali. Closer. Okay. Fish fingers. I'm not sure, was it closer to the fish or closer to the haggis? Maybe we should have this as a little game, to be honest. But yeah, you know what, Andy, I'd happily help you. So Andy Brown says, doing that, keeping them outside, you can get a job on the Birmingham buses. Yeah, you know, we got a great bus service up in Edinburgh. Haggis, neeps and tatties. You know what, Ali? I didn't... Wow. I was going to say that, but... Man. I'm so hoping I can get back this year. I've not been back to Scotland in 2 years now, so... Had my first jab the other day, got another jab coming up. So I'm so hoping, so hoping I can get back. Fingers crossed. Right, okay. Talking about cross your fingers, wish me luck on this one. Wish me luck. Oh, I missed it. Oh dear. Yes, I do struggle with that. Sorry about that. I was using the mouse and the steering wheel on it, and I don't actually think it helped. I got myself dizzy. I should just figure out where I need to be on the road, and as I said, I don't have a... This is a 12-metre bus. It's Marks and Spencer's. Nice. Alrighty. Open the doors. So let's see if anybody gets off the bus. Yeah, did you see that they were getting off the back there? That's awesome. Okay, €5. Single ABC. Change. Oh! I wonder what happens if I press the wrong button. There we go. Okay. I do apologise for all that jumping around with the mouse there. I try not to do it. As I said, that's... Oh, now that's interesting. It won't let you drive with the doors open. That's wonderful. Again, it's little bits of attention to detail. Very, very nice. But yeah, it's I plan on streaming some other sims like Truck Simulator, and Euro Truck Simulator, and American one, and OMSI. But I'm not too sure. OMSI, for those of you in the chat that are not familiar, it's a bit of an older game. It's similar to this. Oh, let me slow these wipers down. It's similar to this in the fact it's a bus route simulator. There's only like a couple of guys developing it. It has its problems, has a few bugs and stuff, but I do like it. They've got routes throughout the UK and Europe as well. But I bought it and I keep buying DLC for it, and then I never nearly hit a car. And yeah, there's a little on the left. I should just pop in there now actually. And I expect to get some with a P45. Yeah. Well, I had no complaints so far, but that's only because it hasn't even been turned on in the bus, to be honest. Oh, further forward, James. There we go. Yeah, you know, things like timekeeping and all the rest of it. I think eventually that's all going to be part of it. So what have we got? Single AB. I'm just doing it from the driver's position. Thank you, ma'am. Alright, shut those doors. But yeah, at night this looks incredible, and he's not letting me out. Oh! Right. This is going to be awkward. Can I get through? Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, my wing mirror's safe. Isn't it sad that I get excited when I don't break a wing mirror? I should set myself higher standards. Guarantee. That taxi came out. Yeah. Okay, you guys were witness. That was my fault there. Alrighty then. So I want to thank everybody for joining me on the chat today. It's very kind of you, and I don't like to ask too often, but if you would like to hit the follow button if you haven't already, it's very straightforward. There we go. Seamus McNeil, doesn't get any easier than that. But if you'd like to hit the follow, be very kind of you. If you're just happy to sit and watch the stream, that's perfect as well. My wipers have turned off. There we go. Yeah, you know what, Andy? I found with the Truck Simulator, it was getting me used to the size of the bus, if that makes sense. You know, even although this is a flat screen, I was starting to feel where the sides of the bus were and where I needed to be, and using the wing mirror to actually find... Oh! I need to bite my tongue and rather than scaring everybody every time I nearly hit something. Leave that till I actually run into something, you know. So, doors. Sorry, people. She wants a ticket. What have we got here? Single AB. Dink dink. Okay. Thank you, ma'am. What have we got? Single AB. Three. I got €3. €3. Thank you, sir. All right. Oh, shut those doors. 33, 43. I think I'm making up time. I'm 14 minutes late now. I'm still not watching the speed limit, but that's okay. And I see I'm actually driving over the cycling lane as well, so I need to... But, you know, just to repeat what I say normally, is look at that. the fact that you can hardly see the paint where the roads are, you know, where the lane separation is. I think it looks wonderful. So Andy Brown says he's tried the Truck Simulator, struggles with it, maybe no steering wheel. You know what's funny, mate, is you went on earlier when I said I've probably got maybe 40 hours in this using the Xbox controller. Whoa, was that 2 lanes that turn left? Anyway, I managed it, but I don't have the dexterity. Now I'm using the Thrustmaster wheel, and I find it a lot easier to control because I'm using my feet now for the brake and accelerator, and steering just comes naturally, you know. It's and Truck Simulator was the same. I know when I was talking to Dan, in fact, bear with me, let me get everyone on here. Hold that thought. Oh, thank you for the host there, Ali. That's very kind of you, my friend. Single ticket, ABC. There we go. Have a nice day. Now what? Oh, I haven't given her a ticket. Oh, you want your change? Yeah. I asked this before, Ali. It's euros and is it cents or pennies? Is it euro pennies or euro cents? Can't remember. Shut the door, James. But yeah, I love that little window that pops up and shows you the state of the doors in the bus. Love it. Cents. Euro cents. Okay. Yeah, I know we don't use the euro up in Scotland. You know what's funny is, I wonder how many times I say, do you know that's funny? Anyway, what's interesting is I've done this route so many times now, I'm hardly looking at the map. It's maybe I'm becoming complacent. You know, 26 wing mirrors, 4 bumpers. I own the roads. I own these roads. Oh, police coming. Afternoon, officers. But I'm very excited to see what they do outside of Berlin. You know, we've got this one route, Berlin, to and from the airport, and once the other developers get started doing the other routes, I think this is going to be outstanding. I really do. I'm very, very happy that I bought it for the price that I paid for it. I think it's like $23 or something like that. Early access. So Ali says, my repeat word is obviously. Trouble is, it's only obvious to me. Let me give this guy a ticket, Andy. I will be right there with me. My customers are important. Well, my customers pay my wing mirror damage repair bill. So $10 ABC. It's just as well I can see this from here. I know what they're doing. Thank you, sir. Now look at the mirrors. You can see them walking to the back of the bus. You see, it's just a little attention to detail. And then look at the little pop-up camera that shows when I shut the door. Look at it. And I haven't even got probably 2/3 of what you can automate in this. So still a lot more to go, but let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. I'm running late and too busy talking. Yeah, you know, I used to say as I was saying, but in a slang accent, you know, as I was saying. It's and my mum would say, but you're saying nothing, and I'm going, yeah, but as I was saying, you know, and I used to drive my poor mum insane, I think. But I really hope that if I ever drove a bus, truck, hang on. I really hope if I drove a bus for real, I wouldn't be talking the whole way through going, oops and ouch and, oh, I missed that lamppost, and narrating the entire thing. I think my passengers would probably think I'm not getting on that bus again. Obviously. Oh dear. Well, Murphy has phrases, doesn't he? Like, would you look at the state of that? And why are the sunglasses on? Ah, right. Let's give her a ticket. Single AB. Oh, 24 hour. There we go. So far I've found every time I think the game is broken, and it does break a wee bit, but most of the time it's my own button clicking expertise is missing. Alrighty. So, bear with me a moment. Cat Boiler. Excellent, my friend. Well, like I said, very kind of you to stop by, and I see you followed me, and that's very kind of you, mate. Hope you have a great day, and I hope we catch up with you again some other time, mate. Take care now. So, what I want to show you is this. Before, when it was automated, the bus would stop, but now I can actually get off the bus. Hopefully I'll be able to get back on the bus. But look at the attention to detail here. You know, that's as far as I can go that way, but that's fine. You know, I really think that they've done an exceptional job here. So I think, Ali, I think exceptional is my word. Korrekt, Achtung. What have we got? Beer, cola, coffee, light beer. Nice. What else do we have? Can't read it. Never mind. Oh, look at that. Makes you hungry. I guess I'll just have to stop at the kebab shop up the road. But look at it. You know, it's... Okay, I'm not going to say outstanding. Let me see where I can... But look at it. It's wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. You tell me that I'm not standing here in the middle of Berlin. You know. Look at it. No cycling. Truly, truly, truly outstanding. Oh, how long did I last there? Like 8 seconds? Didn't last very long without saying outstanding. But look at it. Look at the... Look. Wonderful. Oh, there's my shadow. There I am. Marvellous. Yep, get back in the bus, dude. You run a wee bit funny, but that's okay. Alrighty. So, greetings, tickets, please, tickets. Yep, okay, you're all good. Obviously I don't have Annalisa with me today, so... Yeah, you're all good. Let's get back and drive this bus. Yeah, so before, when you got up, the engine would stop, but again I've got this automated now, so let's turn these wipers off. They're getting annoying. But just look at the way that the water is evaporating on the roads, you know. Andy, your humour is... Yes. Do you think I held up the bus to read that joke as well? But look at it, you know. Yeah, I was going to say something about Dan earlier, Andy, but I can't remember what it was. And it's something to do with DLC, I think. But look at this skyline. It's so very, very recognisable if you've been to Berlin or seen pictures of it. But yeah, I definitely want to get back into the train simming. The funny thing is that the bus is new. I'm enjoying it, and I've noticed that a lot of the people that are actually following me. Sorry, I've got a bad habit of stop talking when she talks. I just like listening to the sound of it. Plus, on the stream, I think it could probably be a little bit irritating. I'm not quite sure her voice or mine, but and I've completely forgotten what I was saying. So if anybody can remember, please put it in the chat, and I'll finish that sentence. Otherwise, I'll think about something else. There we go. But look at it. See, and again, for those of you that are new to the stream, thank you and welcome. But look at that, I'm turning the steering wheel, and you can turn this off this head movement, but I want to leave it on because I don't want to use Track IR. I don't sit still enough, and I know if you're watching a stream and somebody's got Track IR on, you know, their head's bobbing around and things like that. And for me personally, I mean, I'm not saying it's for everybody, but I just do that because I don't like it myself, if that makes sense, you know. Now this is a bus simulator, it's not a fast-paced shooter upper, you know, so need to try and just keep things slow and sensible. Alrighty, I got you, watch those doors, there we go. Awesome. And they're all sitting down. Oh, he just got off the bus there. But once they get all the rest of this sorted out, with the timetable and everything, I think it'll be interesting, because I know that I enjoy what I'm doing, but I'm not that detail orientated that I worry about the time. Who was it I watch? Alan Thompson. You know Alan Thompson, Andy. He's another guy that just likes to sim. He doesn't care too much about the speed limits. I mean, I'd like to do this properly, but absolutely. But you know, just driving it that clinically, shall we say, I think would take the edge of it for me. I mean, I want to stick to the speed limits perfectly, you know, and I want to stop at the bus stops where they are. I want to do it as best I can. But getting on time, you know, then I think for me anyway, it would become a chore. And let me look at the map actually. Okay. So I think up here I need to turn left, and this is, like I said, why the map is broken, because, well, I'll show you that in a wee minute rather than talking about it now. Alan Thompson, yeah, his attitude's a little bit interesting. I'll agree with you there, mate. It can be a little bit angry. I don't like angry, you know. This is a game, you know. But while this is a game, they can wait on me while I open the doors. Childish, I know. Okay. Greetings, one and all. Thank you kindly. Right. Look at that. I'm even letting them sit down. Oh, they just got out. But I need to change lanes here, and this is always going to be difficult. But yeah, Alan Thompson's even Dan said the same. You have to be choosy about which videos you watch, because some of them, you know, do have an echo. Sorry, man. I haven't actually touched anything. Mate. Oh my goodness. Colonel Fork. Greetings, one and all. You're very kind, sir. I hope the day's treating you well, and your timing couldn't have been worse, because now apparently I've got, oh, okay, I was going to say I had an echo, and then Alison said no echo, so I was just about to go echo, and I know the jokes are terrible, but as you can see, the drivers, the car drivers and taxi drivers are as bad as ever. My driving's perfect today. Thanks, guys. Oh, nice one. Thanks, Andy. Appreciate you. Like I said, I always appreciate feedback in the chat. So, Colonel, honestly, mate, I was just asking Ali if you were streaming, because I try not to tread on other streamers, but it's very hard not to. You know, it's very hard not to. So, and I wanted to have a blast on the bus, because I've been playing with buttons. I mean, lots of buttons. I've got a new Stream Deck buttons. I've got additional controls in the sim, which is more buttons, and I'm also using OBS version 27, which is a beta release, so more faffing about with I'm going to say buttons, because it can all break things. But yeah, I've been not streaming for a couple of days, and I know that was a negative, but it's very kind of you, Ali. I'm saying Ali. Very kind of you, Colonel. And for those of you that are new to the stream, I very much appreciate you here. It's this is called The Bus. People say, well, yeah, I know it's a bus, but what's it called? It is literally called the bus. It came out on the 25th of March, and I've got probably 76 hours in it now. So, Bot IP, thank you very much for the follow. That's very kind of you, my friend. I really appreciate that. And this is why I'm late. This is why I'm late. But that's okay. You know what? We can always talk to friends. Test Pilot 72. Splasher 6 in the chat. Greetings, people. Very nice to see you here. I don't think I've seen either of you here before, so you're very, very welcome. Very, very kind of you. And Splasher 6 says, hit the follow button. That is wonderful. Can anybody hear a noise when the alert shows up? If I say a noise, anything, I was messing with that as well, so I probably broke it. It could be anything, probably from, okay, I'm going to say a telephone ringing or something. Not to worry. Thank you, kind sir. So, but yeah, so I don't know if you've seen this before. I try not to repeat myself too much with this because of it, but I do repeat myself a lot because I get excited. So this is based in Berlin. Let me show you the map, guys, actually, for those of you who are new to the stream. We have up here on the left, and I think now you can see the mouse cursor because I enabled that. There's Berlin Airport, and you end it, well, I used to think you ended it here at Alexanderplatz, but that's not the end. The end of it is back here. And for the longest time, I could not figure out why I was never completing a route. It was like, James, you haven't actually completed the route. So I'm glad it's longer, but this is the only route you have. It's to and from the airport. And I love it. I love it. Like I'm saying, I've got 76 hours in it, and it's a bus simulator. And it's been out, I don't know, 25th of March. I think they've done an outstanding job with it so far. But there you go, that Streamlabs bot has just shown up there. We've got a Discord up there. If any of you guys and girls are interested, we're mainly focused on truck simming and bus simming and coach simming. Not really into the flight simming there because, you know, there's so many other good Discords out there, such as the Colonels and Ali. And, whoa, stay there, people, please, no. I don't want an accident now, I'm doing so well. And, so, and of course, Two-Tone Murphy. But if you're interested in talking about other simulators, please feel free to join me on the Discord. And if you don't, that's equally fine. Your company here is more than enough, guys and girls. But yeah, I don't think I've had any accidents today, Colonel. And again, you know, I need a button that says insert smug mode, but the last time I said that, I think somebody ran into me. Yeah, could not be my fault. Could not be my fault. So, here we go. And I know I'm going to get stuck here. The funny thing is are they on a priority road or is that a yield? I can't really see. I think that says give way, but you know what, again, I'm not worrying too much about it. As long as they don't run into me. Let me see if we can get out here. Oh, cringe, I made it. But yeah, I've actually got it on dynamic weather, Colonel. When you suggested it the other day, it was amazing because I was telling people in the chat that we started off with rainy weather. Then the rain stopped and you just had the puddles on the road, and the rain started at the end. And the dynamic, oh, hang on. This is one where I hold my breath. Get around here. Missed it. And I've forgotten already what I was saying. Oh dear. I think I got into panic mode because I don't want to rip off any more bumpers. Talking about buttons again. Why do I try, Andy says, why do I try and move screen view with the mouse watching? Too many simulations. Yeah. Yep. It's a bit like you put your finger on the screen expecting it to move, or it's like, no. Yeah, the weather engine Splasher 6 is exceptional, you know. In fact, you know what, guys and girls, bear with me. Let me just show you something. So again, this isn't really meant to show the whole game, but if you have a look at the weather, we've got dynamic, we've got sunny, we've got precipitation, and you know what, I'm going to change it over to rain in a minute. If you actually drive in the winter months, it turns to snow. If you drive in the warmer months, it actually is rain. Storm is wonderful. You know, I might do storm actually. Fog, I don't like because my route knowledge isn't there yet. I can recognise the main buildings. I'm very, very bad at it. And we actually have a couple of truck drivers who actually follow me now. And they were saying that sometimes it can take you over a month to learn a route. You know, and each to his own, you know. And I struggle learning routes with any simulator. And Train Simulator, you know, myself and Andy are avid train sim fans as well. I will never remember where the stops are and where the speed changes are, you know, but you know, it doesn't stop me enjoying it. And it's the same with this, learning the route. It'll take me forever, but that's fine. And that was a long story out of why I don't use fog, because I can't really judge the road very well. But you know, I might actually do it maybe 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, something like that. So for now, let's put it on storm. Fog and precipitation, maybe not at the moment. Let's put it on a storm and have a wee look. Let's get the wipers going. Do you hear the thunder? So our next bus stop is 7 kilometres away, and we'll have a detour, and I will explain that as well. I'll explain that shortly. I just need to change lanes in a minute, so let me do that now. See, I recognise this part because I know that the lane closes. Yeah, can you hear the thunder in the background? I think it's awesome. Absolutely awesome. And I know I'm not sticking directly to my lane, but that's fine, you know. Maybe if I had a smaller field of view and I could see the right wing mirror perhaps, where I could just look over without having to do this, you know. And now I can see the edge of the bus, but I don't want to be doing this just so that I can see the edge of the bus, you know. It'll get very distracting for me, and it'll get distracting for you guys and girls watching as well. So Andy says, real trains is a pain in fog. Trouble is you learn the route in most weathers, then fog hits. Yeah, because I'm sure all your visual cues are gone then, you know. And I mean, some of those trains are not dithering around, are they? So let me just check. Yeah, we're good. Don't know why I'm even looking at the map. But yeah, I know where it's going, Andy. Yeah, if you do need hand with graphics, mate, I can help. I'm not a designer. I can, you know, I'm a photographer, but what that means is that I can look at something and I know when it looks good. But to create that initially up front, I struggle with, and it's the same with these logos and stuff. I know that it looks. Oh, let me get through here. I know that it looks okay, but it took me several days to get there, you know. And I kept tweaking it and making it a smaller font because initially it was just too big and bulky, you know. But I'll definitely, I'll try and help you if I can, mate, you know. So I need to change lanes here again. Roadworks up ahead, and I got a car coming. Bear with. Are you gonna let me out? Let me out. Oh, he let me out just the last minute. Positive driving, I call that. Yeah. Retraining the brain, mate. Yep. But for those of you that have not seen this before, hope you're enjoying it. It's definitely a different simulator. Until I got it, it didn't really click as to why I would want it. if that makes sense. It's a bit like flight simulators. You know, some people have never tried a flight simulator, but they love their train sim. You don't get that, but then when you start getting into the details, and this I'm finding enjoyable for that very fact. You know, it's you have a route, you have a timetable. And sitting here, I've got a 55-inch Sony Bravia television in front of me, and it really does feel like I'm driving a bus here. It's very, very enjoyable. I know on a couple of streams ago, a couple of guys actually said that they bought the bus because they'd never seen it before. They watched this, they realised, yep, you know, it is enjoyable. And my problem though, and some of you already know this, is that I spend countless hours enjoying everyone else's stream, and that's not a bad thing, but it it does eat up a lot of time in the day. So I need to try and you know, balance my time a wee bit better, you know. But I'm enjoying the streaming at the moment, and it was not something I'd actually planned. Let me look here. Is it this one? Yeah, so this is correct up to this turning, up to this corner here. So I'll do a right, but then I cannot do a left here because the road's blocked. It's a simulation problem. They haven't actually built the road yet. And it's the same with all of these. I tried to get at one of these roads the other day, and I can't remember. One of the ladies in the chat went, "You're never going to get there." It could have been Alison or Annalisa. She says, "You're never going to get down there." They were correct, and I had to reverse out, and it wasn't pretty. So, and as I said earlier on, I want to try and drive this properly. You know, it's a simulator. I'm not out to just floor it and crash through everything. I want to, you know, try and do it properly without running into too many things, which is easier said than done. But yeah, so I'll do a right here, and then I'll drive all the way up to the top, and then hang a left. And what will happen, it'll actually get us back to Turmstrasse, which is our actual terminus point. Well, it's not the terminus. It's the end of this route, actually. So there's going to be a couple of terminuses in here, bus stations, but they haven't built them yet. So, okay, so let's get going. So next, right after this one. But I really do like the AI cars. To say they drive bad, I'm going to say no, because I've seen humans drive equally bad. So I would say they drive fairly realistically. Some of the decisions the AI make, such as here, they'll cut me up. I mean, the reason they're there is because it's a right turn lane, that's fine. But, you know, I've never actually felt like the AI was out of control, shall we say. I thought, yep, if I was driving a bus, I'd think, yep, that's probably what would happen. So Andy says, to be fair, most routes he drives on Train Simulator 2021, he doesn't use F3 or F4. What buttons are those for, Andy, please? Is that, oh, that's the HUD, isn't it? Sorry, it's been a while. Yeah, you know, I need the HUD. As I said, I struggle with it. And for me, missing the next station, you know, that would destroy it a little bit for me. So I'll use what it takes, you know. And that's the thing about simulations. You can set it as easy you want, as hard as you want, as long as you enjoy the simulator. That's what matters. That's what matters. And did I mention I'm thoroughly enjoying this? Now look at that. Look at the bumper or the brake light on that car in front. Wow, look at it. Wow. It's lit up across the middle and the top, just like the real thing. Yeah, Dan was looking at the cars the other day, and he couldn't believe how real that they've actually got real models in here. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so for you guys in the chat, if you don't know, Andy Brown's a train driver. I hope you don't mind me saying that, my friend. But you've been a lot of help. I know that helping me and Dan out get sorted out. It really is, Ali. It really is. Now the chat's responding quicker now, so I'm thinking there was a delay earlier, but that's cool. But you know, I think as long as you're enjoying what you're streaming, there was a long pause there. As long as you're enjoying what you're streaming, and I heard somebody say this on a stream the other day that they would be playing this game anyway. So let me get around this corner. Hang on. This is another pull my shoulders in and hold my breath. So I am going to have to use my mouse. Hang on. Now there's a 20 along here. Let me... Oh, I missed the corner. This is when I need that button. Yep, insert gloat mode. I did it. Yeah, I did my own happy dance now. That was... Okay, I know. How late am I now? Where are we? 15... Oh, wow. 23 minutes late. That's okay. Bear me with you now there, Andy. I see you just posted something. Andy says, I think the issue with streaming is starting. I will completely agree with you, my friend. I will completely agree with you. Let me see what Ali said. Ali said she was only going to stream on Discord originally. Yeah. It's almost like talking on VATSIM. I'll get connected, I'll do a radio check, and then panic sets in and I'll drop off. And I started doing this on Discord, same as Ali, and Scott would come along and just have a quick chat, and I felt a lot better about it. And I'm not really sure what made me make the decision. I think it was watching compliments to Ali and the Colonel. Whoa, stay there. The Colonel and Murphy. They made me see what this is all about. They got me to understand the fun and the enjoyment and all the rest of it, and I thought I'm going to try it. But yeah, it was quite nerve-wracking. But I've done about half a dozen truck simulator videos. So that got me used to talking to myself, so to speak. But when I saw one viewer, I'm thinking, who's that? You know? And yeah, here's the turning I was going to turn down the other day. Yeah, didn't make it. But, you know, it was like a little bit of panic setting. But then it's a case of read the chat, be nice, talk to people, just, you know, and... oh, I love it. Right. Okay, what's going to happen here? Just look at the atmosphere that you have here, guys and girls. Guys. Yeah, you know what, Ali, you can stick yourself up on that pedestal as well, because you've done some hugely long streams and you're like a natural now, I tell you. You're like a natural with it. I've been streaming for a whole 10 days, so... Yeah. Yep. Right there with you, Colonel. I mean, I was getting to the point where I was doing a lot of VFR flying down the south coast of England, and I've got right away here, guys. Oh, please, no accidents. Hey, nice. Sorry, it's bad news when the bus driver starts whining. But yeah, you know what, Colonel, again, it was watching you guys and girls just relaxed, calm, talking. It made me think, I'm going to have a go. And me and Ali are in full agreement, and I know you will be as well, Colonel, that the strangest thing is to not hear you guys talking. You know, I'll sit there, watch you, Colonel, or Ali, or Murph, or Jay Winokur. I'll have maybe a wee nip of scotch or a beer, put my feet up and just have a really relaxed time listening to a guy or a girl talking and streaming a game. And the game, as I said, is, yeah, you know, whatever. You know, it's I don't worry too much about the game. You know, within reason, of course. But now when you're doing the streaming yourself, you guys can hear me. And as far as you're concerned, I'm talking to each and one of you directly, and that's the strangest thing to get your head around. And then you see something pop up in the text and you go, oh, they really can't hear me, you know. Yeah, real drivers, yeah, I'm a real driver. I'm driving this bus, mate. So Nah, yeah, the roads are full of people with anger and also full of people that are nice as well. So yeah, takes all sorts. But no, I take your point, mate. I take your point. And like I say, those buses are, there you go, little. And yeah, I'm driving 22 miles an hour. Driving 22 miles an hour. We're in a 30, so this is actually quite a good percentage. So I'm driving, what, 60% of the speed limit? 65% of the speed limit? I'm okay. But just look at it, the thunder in the background, the rain, and I do plan on streaming some of the other driving simulators as well, but at the moment I'm enjoying this. Oh, and I just remembered my thought from earlier. And before you say it, Andy, it's not a senior moment, mate, so watch me forget it now, But, dear God, yeah, it's funny. Oh, let me get through here. So, is that supposed to be a Mercedes? Probably. Yeah, but just hear that thunder in the background. It's awesome. And one thing I've noticed is that the AI traffic does seem to depend on the time of day. This is 4 p.m. on a Friday in September, and we were talking rush hour traffic, And this doesn't have a huge draw distance, but and this is a fairly low spec computer system anyway. When I say lower, it probably medium. I wouldn't say it's a high end system by any means. Does somebody want to just type exclamation mark spec in the chat for me? Can be anybody can do that, please. And I'll actually show you the spec of this computer that's running this. Oh, is this one stuck? Oh no, there we go. Yeah, it's an i7, and the memory, I mean, look at the memory speed. It's DDR3, it's very, very slow for DDR memory anyway, but it does just fine. And this is the same computer that run MSFS as well, and never had a problem. But there again, I'm not a frame counter. I don't look at the frames, but I couldn't tell you how many frames this is. Is it playable? Oh heck, goodness me, yes. Yeah, I mean, look at the whopping speed of my memory, 1.2 gigabit memory. GTX 1080 Ti, that's a fairly good graphics card, no two ways about it. But as you see, it's an old Intel i7, but this works more than fine for me. Would I like to upgrade it? Oh yeah! I've actually got a computer that's 3/4 built. The only thing it's waiting on is a graphics card. And we all know what's happened to graphics cards. It's probably costs more than the rest of the computer at the moment. So let me just show you guys and girls the map here. So as I said, we were supposed to come along here and up round here and round. We're now actually just backtracking the same route that we were on earlier. And but see, it's actually orange, and orange has actually shown me the way to the next bus stop. So that's the last bus stop, but I'm not going to do this circuit because again, there was a Grand Theft Auto moment, and basically that road is also closed. And I tried to barge my way out of this junction. I couldn't do it. There was cars behind me and parked cars on the left of me here, and I couldn't get out. So I just need to remember, before I get there, I need to turn around and come back, and I can actually finish the route. But it doesn't really matter at the moment because again, it's not tracked. I'm not that bothered about it. It's still a lot of fun. So there we go. So if anyone's got any questions on this, please feel free to ask. I will do my best to answer them. So what have we got? Let's have a quick look at the chat. Bot P, yeah. It's funny is that I think we'll get carried away with our systems and go, oh, mine's a low end one because it doesn't have the RTX 3080 and all the rest of it, But yeah, Andy, I'm thinking about doing that. I was watching a program on YouTube, and it said, if you want to get a graphics card, probably the best way to do it at the moment is to buy a ready-made computer, because he said if prices of graphics cards are not going to come down anytime soon, so that might be an option. So Buck P asked Ali if she's going to drive the bus as well, and Alison I think is on the floor chuckling at the moment. So yep. Righty. Did it? Oh, did it crash? Oh no. Okay, I hit a button. Let me get rid of this. I hit the screen capture button, which is very strange because it comes up with this menu here. It's not the most intuitive, and you know what? I'll show you in a wee minute. But now let's just get back in the bus. Hey, Jay Winnaker's in the house. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you, mate. £1,500. That's it. About what, $1,800 maybe, something like that. Oh, my light screen. I think when I print my new bus timetable, I'm just going to put, yes, I will get you there, but I can't guarantee the time. But you will get there. And I just need to make sure I don't miss my turning, because so far, I've had no accidents. Yeah, you know, I don't keep up with the exchange rate. Yeah, about £2,000. In fact, let me look. Okay, we're good. So to everybody that's in the chat, welcome. It's very, very nice of you to be here. I hope you're enjoying watching the bus. It's a brand new simulator from TML. We also do Fernbus. And your company is always appreciated. Print software for train ticket. Oh, hang on, stay in lane. It's funny, my monitor that I'm looking at for the stream is above this monitor. I might need to put it to my right or left, but the only problem is that I'm not always gaming on this monitor. I've got a steering wheel on the right table, which I'm using now, and I've got my train controller and flight sim controller on the left table. And the reason I did that is so that I didn't have to keep uncabling and cabling and all the rest of it. I just change whatever monitor I look at. So for me to move the monitor that has OBS in it, I might need to get another monitor, you know, put one on the right wall, one on the left wall perhaps, but looking up it is very disorientating. Oh, hang on, this is my... I hate this bend. I do hate this bend. Did I make it? My goodness, I made it. Okay. Yeah. And you know, it's funny, I remember looking at a truck in the simulator the other day, and it had a slogan on it, and I can't remember what it was. Was that what... It was something like that, we will get there, or something like that. Yeah, you know, monitor arms is good. The only trouble is I've got drywall. These are not brick houses. You know, it's drywall, so... And that's the only problem, trying to support it. So I need to find where the beams are. I mean, I built the room, but it's then having to find a beam which is probably going to be behind one of the bigger monitors, you know, because I looked already in the middle. So I might actually have to put a mounting board and bolt that to the posts in the other 2x4s and then do it that way, I think. Oh, stay where you are. Yeah, you know, I used to have these mounted to the desk, but I like... I know, I just like to have a little bit of extra space under the monitors, you know, so that's why I put them on the wall. Oh, it's green. Wow, you know, we were talking about time flying. We've been doing this for an hour and 35 minutes. I had no idea this route was that long. And no accidents either. Because someone actually asked me on the TML Discord, because, you know, they were just saying, you know, what have you been doing? I went, well, I've got over 70 hours, and it goes, on the same route. I went, well, there is only one route, you know, but yeah, to go back to the VATSIM comment earlier, is that I was getting so confident with it. I was actually doing some local VFR flights down in the south coast of England, and I was loving it, absolutely loving it. But I've become familiar with what was required and what they were going to say and all the rest, and that helped. But then I stopped, and then I started getting mic fright again. And you know, and I mean, they're going to say the same every time, you know, for VFR traffic, but it's all good. You know, we all have our little things that we're nervous with. Hope you guys and girls can hear the sound of the rain coming through. Let me turn the wipers off for a second. See, I love it. Oh, light screen. Hang on. See, these little things that, to me, make this a great simulator. Absolutely love it. And as I said earlier, it looks like I'm twitching the steering wheel around a lot. I'm not. It just looks that way in the sim. It's I've got it more sensitive in the middle, because you probably heard me say that it understeers a lot. Because I've actually got it set to understeer if you're going too quick. I might turn that off and try it, but not on a stream. As I said, I've already got way too many buttons. It seems to be working okay. The one thing I didn't do was turn the lights on. I just noticed that, but that's okay. And there's also passenger lights at the back, which when you have it on automatic, they don't turn on, which is broken. That's fine. In fact, let me have a look at the map here, guys. Now we're good. Yeah, apologise I missed your stream there, Colonel. It was St. Ali. It's difficult to watch everybody and stream yourself. It's I was watching Ali's stream earlier on. As said before, I don't like treading on other streamers' toes, you know, but it's impossible not to sometimes. But you know what, Colonel, me and you have been on some streams where I'll stream maybe 10 o'clock at night US time as well. Right, let me look at the map. Okay. Let's have a look at the map. So, as I said, here's the last stop, Turmstrasse. And what I need to do is just make sure I don't head into this part here, because I'll never get out again in one piece. But yeah, that's actually... When I started this, like saying, you start up here at the airport and you go all the way down to Alexanderplatz, and then you come back, you know, you come back and then you end up here. But the reason I thought it was so short is because I wasn't doing this last part. And that was, you know, there's no manual with the simulator just yet. They're still working on that, but that's fine, you know. So, because I was rather excited when I found out, James, why are you stopping? You know, it's anyway, I'm stopping now. So let me see before I get, so through the next junction, turn before the one after that. Alrighty. But yeah, you can also see they've actually got number plates on all the vehicles now. That was something that they just added on the last patch. This is beta 1.1 and they added that as well. Again, it all adds to the realism, really. Okay, through here. Stay there, mate. Oh, red car. And yes, I've seen people drive like that in real life. So there's our final stop across the road. Oh, look at the skip. Sorry. I'm excited because I'm seeing a skip. Bear with, let me open the window. Look at that. How cool is that? I tell you. And all the rubbish out the front. Look at those puddles. Okay, I'm going to say it. Outstanding. Okay. I'm going to say absolutely outstanding. Man. Wonderful. Right, let's shut the window. You probably hear the audio. Oh, I hear that one. Man, right, shut the window. You can probably hear the noise of the vehicle. There we go. Go quieter on you. So, let's get going. So, we're nearly there, guys and girls. We're nearly there. So what I'm going to do is... the next junction, I'm going to turn round. Because if I go straight on, I will get stuck. And I tried that the other day, and yeah, I got well and truly stuck. Not supposed to do U-turns in a bus, but especially not here. That's what shows you the circuit. But like I said, if I go down there, I'm just definitely going to get stuck. And oh, in fact, it shows you going up that way. Either way, I'll get stuck. So I'm just going to try and swing back around. That's the plan. So this is it. You know, this is the last part of the journey, and nobody's run into me. I've run into them. I'm crossing my fingers at the moment. See how it goes. So they're all stopping. So. Yeah, completely illegal. Oh, that was motion sickness. Alright, let's keep going. Sorry guys. Excuse me. Beep beep, excuse me. Right. Oh dear, I gotta go backwards now. Oh wow. I just want to get the bus there. Maybe this wasn't the best idea actually, but yeah. Oh. There we go. You could tell I was rather tense there. Stop talking. This is probably the first. I'm late, but oh, don't hit the truck, James. I'm late, but I've actually... hold my breath. Hold that thought. Alright, so it's put it into neutral. Let's open the doors. Let's turn the engine off. Oh, parking brake. Parking brake. Beautiful. And have I finished? That's the question. Have I finished? With no accidents. Yeah, I love that storm. Love that storm. My goodness. Yeah. Well, that was rather exciting. I've actually completed a route in 1 hour and 45 minutes. I think I'm probably about 15 minutes late, but it doesn't matter. So I'm going to call it a day here, guys and girls. So as I always say, your company is always welcome. If you haven't hit the follow button and you would like to, that would be appreciated. If not, it doesn't matter. As I said, your company here is all that really matters. So without further ado, I'm going to wish everybody a great night. I'm probably going to make a video now, actually, for YouTube. A lot shorter than this with a lot less blethering. But now that I know that all my buttons work, I'm probably going to do that and post it up there. But please feel free to follow me again on another video, another stream, and hope everyone has a great day. And the last button of the day, here we go. Take care, guys and girls. Bye-bye.
It's plain and simple, dear. I'll still be here when you're gone. You gather souvenirs, but I will never be your pawn. Your pawn. Your pawn. My love wasn't ever a game. I lay my cards out on the table. There's nothing to gamble away. But I can promise that you'll never be the same. But I can promise that you'll never be the same. You can double down. I'll still be a proud haven for your love is never love. A river through your bluff, I will be enough, enough, enough. My love wasn't ever a game. I lay my cards out on the table. There's nothing to gamble away. But I can promise that you'll never be the same. It's something you can never take, but it's not uncommon to forsake. Got a chronic urge to complicate. Think of love like a friend, not an enemy. Feeling I have nothing left to hide. I'll say what you know it when it's right. Keep it simple now, living it before I die. Think of love like a friend, not an enemy. My love